Alright, guys, welcome back to the show. Once again, my name is Juan, and this is Goku Guidance. Alright, guys, so it's hard to be a man nowadays. And why do I say that? Because you know it's crazy. Like people give. People they don't like men, and it's not just it's just people in general. Women don't like men. They don't like men. And you're like, well, tell us something that we don't already know. Also, men don't like men either. Like they don't like you because it's just stupid, because we're all here, we're all in the same boat, we're all in the same everything, we all go through the same struggles. Some people struggle more than others, some people struggle less, but overall, like we all go through the same shit, just for a lack of a better word. We all go through the same emotions, we all go through the same everything. And like people don't seem to understand. It's like, hey man, like they see a guy, they see a person that it's like I keep saying, guys, they see a guy that has his shit together, and they automatically hate because they can't stand a guy that's so secure, so comfortable in his own skin, that it intimidates people. It not only that intimidates people, like it puts people in a sense of like I don't know, like they automatically assume the worst of you. Like you make them feel like they have to compete against you, and like nobody's competing against nobody. Like I'm trying to do my own thing, dude, but like people make it seem like, no, like this guy thinks is better than me, this guy thinks is better than whatever, right? And like I go through my own struggles as well, but they treat you less than they treat you less of a person. And like I keep telling you guys. I just seen a recent video of some candidate for government. He's going ahead stating what I've already known. What I've already known. Like, people are obese, people are hypertension, they're sick, they're this, they're that. They have fucking brain issues. They have fucking mental health problems. And I already knew why, and then he just basically said it's all this processed food. And like, is that why people are acting hostile towards you? Like, that it's one reason why people are acting hostile, because like, and I keep telling people, I was like, hey man, stop eating that crap, dude. Like, just fucking eat fruit and vegetables and start eating meat, dude. Like, just eat meat. Not only will you feel better, you'll look better, like you'll act better, you'll actually have more brain, more blood flow and more oxygen going to your brain, and like you'll actually think better, and you will have less fucking hatred towards others. Like, you'll feel like I feel, like calm, cool, and collective, like 99% of the time. Well, what about the other 1%? Like, like, people make it seem like that dude doesn't get stressed, he doesn't get mad, he doesn't get upset, he doesn't get this, he doesn't. Like, I go through the same shit that you guys go through. I also get upset, I also get mad, I also get depressed. When people treat you like when you're less than a human being, like, for the most part, I'm used to it. I've always been treated like that, dude. But like, some days are better than others. And some days it actually hits you, and you're like, man, what happened to you today? It's like, nothing. Like, nothing happened, dude. It's like, then why are you so sad or upset? It's just the way that I get treated. Like, and I guarantee you that if you're men, you guys get treated the same way that I get treated. But some days, like, it actually gets me. and like people don't respect you. They don't respect you just for the like today, for instance. I'm doing my thing, and like people don't ask. They just come and they take your shit. It's like, oh, you're using that as like, it's like I keep saying, like the reason why we see things, and the reason why, because we have eyes, and everybody can see. And like in my last video, I was mentioning about people with like fragile egos. Like they got into an argument with some dumbass, and like and it's due to, because they have fragile egos. They get triggered by a mere by mere eye contact. I don't like the way you're looking at me. It's like, dude, that has, just because I'm looking at you, and it can be, I could be looking at you sideways, like, like I can be mad dogging you all I want. That has nothing to do with you. The issue is in here, right? But if the other person happens to take it the other way, that just tells you how fucked up in the head the other person is. I was just having a conversation with somebody, and I was explaining to them, like, why people make contact with each other is like, well, yeah, it's a sort of communication, right? Duh, like everybody knows that. You know that, I know that. Even a fucking 2-year-old knows that. If you look at a 2-year-old, and he'll know, it's like, oh yeah, this guy has authority, so I better do what he says because he's old and I'm only 2, right? So, when you're like trying to cross the streets, like it like you have to, I don't give a fuck who or what you think you were, you have to make eye contact with the fucking drivers, or what? Or he will not acknowledge you that you're there. Like, will he run you over? Well, if he wants to be an asshole, he probably will run you over. But you have to. What does that communicate to God? It communicates, hey, I see you. Hey, I see you. Hey, because we acknowledge each other that you're there and that you're trying to cross, and I'm trying to go through your ass. I'm going to do the correct thing, and because we acknowledge that we're human beings and that we're there, I'm going to slow down and let you pass. And I acknowledge that you have that you're in a car and you have places to be, and you don't have, like, you just want to go, dude, like I'm not trying to waste your time. Okay, so I'm going to cross and I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to slow down, and I'm not going to murder your ass today. Okay, so boom, we're in mutual agreement. When you look at somebody, dude, when you look at somebody, like, if it doesn't matter, like if they're having a bad day, that's all on them, dude. Now, if you happen to make eye contact with somebody that's had a shitty day, and somebody that gets treated like shit in their homes, or whatever the issue may be, it doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with you. That is not your issue. That is not your problem. Now, all of a sudden, you want to start shit because somebody made eye contact with you? What does that tell you about? What does that tell you about that person's mental health? What does that tell you? What does that tell you? It's like, I'll tell you what it tells you, but it's something that you don't want to hear. That dude's got fucking mental issues. That dude's got fucking problems. And it could be related due to the shit that he's eating. It could be related, like, everything that you intake, whether it's in your mouth or whether it's in through your eyes, like you're absorbing information through your eyes. Same thing with music. You're also absorbing information from music. So, like, like these are all factors, and then not to mention all the abuse that you got as a child and all of this, whatever. Like, right? Oh, you had a shitty day, and this happened and that happened. So you're intaking crap from your mouth, right? You're intaking crap from your eyes. You're watching porn or whatever, right? So that's 2. And then you're listening to, whatever it is that you're listening to on music. It could be music, or it could be just somebody saying, oh yeah, you should go around and start hurting people and stuff like that, right? So you're intaking all these things, right? And then you're like, well, no wonder people have fucking mental issues. No wonder fucking people hate you. No wonder people feel insecure around you. And I keep telling them, hey man, stop listening to fucking stupid shit. Stop listening to music. Like, well, what should I listen to? Maybe something relaxing. Maybe listen to some fucking jazz or something. I don't know. But stop listening to shit that's violent. It's like, well, so some people can take it and understand, oh, it's just a song. But some people cannot. They take that shit and they're like, hey man, like this makes me want to like hurt people. It's like, yeah, you should probably stop listening to that shit. You know, like some people can watch porn all day and have no mental issues. Like some people cannot. Some people cannot watch porn and all of a sudden they want to fucking they it makes you want to do shit that normal people shouldn't want to do. Okay? So, you know, like some people can sit there and eat junk food all the time and not affect their mental state. Some can't. There's a reason why like people are having all this issue. Not to mention all the shit that they deal through in their job, school, work, whatever, right? And but that's all other shit. But then like it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. It's like, hey man, you don't know what that motherfucker's going through. You don't know what you don't like. Does that make sense? Well, I had a shitty day, so I have the right to take it out on you. It's like, no, dude. Like, well, you don't know what I'm going through. Oh, well, you don't go through anything. But so these are the factors that why people hate on other people. So that's number one. Number two, they don't like men, period. They don't like men, period. And you know, like they're trying to break you down. They're trying to like they are trying to make it towards where you cannot be a man anymore. Like you can't be a man. Well, you can't show aggression anymore. Then what the fuck am I supposed to show? What am I supposed to show? Well, like you know, like aggression is part of masculinity. I'm not telling you to be aggressive, but all right, like let's say you're playing a fucking basketball game. Well, no, you can't be aggressive. No, be aggressive. You want to win? Then fucking be aggressive. Like you're not allowed to do that anymore. You're not allowed to do that. Like in the gym, like you know, like they don't want you to be aggressive. Like they don't want you to lift heavy weights. They really don't. They don't want you to be a man. They shame you for walking around with your head high. They like, you know, in this gym, like they didn't necessarily tell me it's like, hey man, walk with your head down. But they told me it's like, hey man, like when you make eye contact with somebody and if they don't like it, dude, like put your head down. Like put your head down. Like submit to them. Submit to people that have a fucking the low egos. I'm like, what? Like they don't want you. They don't like if you even like what do you call it, like if you're showing traits of masculinity, you're done, dude. You're done. If God forbid, if you're growing facial hair and you got some muscle, you're done as a man, dude. You're done. No, you're not allowed here. You're not allowed here. Like it's being killed out of us. Like it's being like they don't want us around. Like it's being like people have made it. They have stated it. They've gone through all this shit so that, hey man, like we don't want you here. We don't want your kind. Like, oh, we want man. But we don't want you. We don't want you because you have authority. We don't want you because, like, I don't know. Maybe they think I'm violent. Like a lot of people, like they're just quick to judge. They're like, hey man, bald head, big dude. He's probably a gang member. Really, bro? Like really? Like gang members really have time to go to the gym and go to work and have a fucking podcast? Like it makes no fucking sense. Like I don't know what the fuck gang members do, but like as far as I know, they sell drugs and they human traffic and they sell women and shit. I honestly don't know what they do, but if they have time to fucking start a podcast and like then they should like and fucking explain what the fuck they do on a daily basis. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like they want to break you down. That's what they want to do. They want to break you down. They want to shame you. They turn their backs on you. Because God forbid somebody actually tries and actually does whatever that they're trying to do. They don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want you, like sometimes I think to myself, like, am I the issue? Am I the problem? Like, am I too old? Am I not old enough? Am I too strong? No. I know for a fact that they're all lies. They're all lies. Like, am I the issue? Like, what's wrong with me? And the answer is nothing. There's nothing wrong with you. Then why are people so hostile towards me? Why do they treat me like shit? They're the ones with the issue. I mean, like, I'm sitting in my house. I'm sitting in my own house right now. Like, I got a kid right here. He's playing his video games. Like if I was such a bad parent, such a bad person, like I wouldn't be allowed. Like I wouldn't be allowed, dude. Like I'd be in jail, I'd be in prison, I wouldn't like no, dude, that dude is not allowed to have children. Why? Because he beats them or whatever he does to children. I was talking to a dude one day, and he's 48 years old and he doesn't have any children. What the fuck does this have to do with any of this? Like, children help you mature as a person. They help you mature as a person. It teaches you responsibility. Like, well, I'm fucking responsible. It's like when you have to take care of somebody else other than yourself, it's another level of responsibility. It's another level of maturity, and only parents would know this. Only parents would know this. Like there's the good parents and there's the bad parents. There's the parents that go around and they teach the children, hey man, like, don't steal, don't cheat, don't lie, don't curse, don't do any of these things, don't drink. And then there's the parents that just don't give a rat's ass about their children. They're like, do whatever the hell you want. I try to be a good man. But like here in society, like, like it's all ass backwards, and they do not want you to be a real man. They don't want you to be a good man. Like, forget a real man. Like they do not want you to be a good man. And it's lost. All of it is lost. Today's modern society, it's so fucked up that you are not like, they don't want good men. Like, if you're good, like, what's fucked up, and what's crazy, like in the Bible it says that in the end times, good will be considered evil and evil will be considered good. And I don't know. I personally don't know if we're living in the end times. A lot of people seem to think so, and there's a lot of crazy shit but like all I try to do is be good. Like I respect everybody, you know, I treat everybody right, and you know, I just keep getting shit on and shit on and shit on. And you know, like you can only take so much shit until, you know, like you either lash out or like you collapse through the inside. Like it mentally starts to fucking take a toll on you. And you know, like I have fucking feelings too. Like, oh no, you're a bitch. Oh, Juan, you have feelings? Oh no, you're a bitch, bro. Like, you know, like it gets to me too. It gets to me too. Like, hey, like I'll come, like I came home today and I was like, man, like I feel like shit, like mentally. Like, you know, my kid asked me, you know, what's wrong? Like, you know, I get treated like shit everywhere I go. Like, oh, well, welcome to the club, buddy. It's like, yeah, thanks. But, you know, yeah, it gets to me too. You know, and like I said, I know why they do these things. I know why, you know, and it's just, you know, it's just jealousy, dude. Like, that's what it is. It's just jealousy. They're jealous that certain individuals can do things that other certain individuals can't. And it's not that they can't do them. It's just that they're not willing. They're like a lot of people. They're not willing to go through it, dude. They are not willing to go through it. You know, like, I intermittent fast every day. I've been doing this shit for 4 years. I've been eating nothing but fucking meat. Nothing but meat and eggs for the past 4 years. Yes, fruit and vegetables. Okay, and you know, I've been on senior retention for over 13 years, about 13 years. Like, does that make sense? Like, when people are willing to let go of this shit, that's when they'll understand. It's like, man, this is what it feels like to be a man. This is what it means to have raw power. This is what it means to, like, yes, now do you understand? But until people like let go of the bullshit, they will never understand. They will never understand. Man, this is what it feels like to be treated like shit. What? Like, yes, because you go on a clean diet. Well, not necessarily, but the clean diet reflects on your face, it reflects on your body, it reflects here. That's what a lot of people don't fucking understand. Like, a clean diet reflects up here, and if this is working the way that it should, like, everything else functions. Like, you don't hate. There's people that are bigger than me that can toss me across the fucking room, and you, like, people don't understand, why are you so comfortable around that? Because, dude, I've already been through all that shit, dude. I'm so comfortable in my own skin that none of that shit phases me. I don't get insecure. It's like, oh, he's bigger than me. Like, guess what? Nobody fucking cares. Oh, he's bigger than you. You know he can fuck you up. I don't care, because I'm not here to challenge anybody, and I'm not here to cause trouble or anything like that. So I don't care. And guess what? If I don't care, trust me, nobody around here gives a shit. They really don't. That's what's funny about that. But anyways, guys, this video has gone long enough, you know. I can keep going all day, but I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me like bitch and whine and complain, you know. I want to give you guys high quality content. But anyways, guys, drop a comment. You guys know the deal. My name is Juan. And this has been Goku Guidance. Until next time.